Congrats on the win, Myles.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Does it feel good? Feel good to be back?
Yeah, dude.
Media again?
Honestly, it hasn't even set in yet, but it feels good, man. It feels good to make some money. It feels good to get back in the UFC and get a win again, man. And as far as talking to the media, I really don't like talking to media. It's not that I don't like you guys. It's just that I don't really like care, man. I really don't give a shit to like sit here and try and be like Myles jury, Myles jury, Myles jury. I really don't. I know UFC and social media life and all that stuff. I probably need to hire somebody to start doing my social media, you know. But I really don't care. It's not that I don't like the fans. I don't want to let you guys know what's going on. It's just that sometimes I feel like me and you were sitting here talking. I feel like that's meant for me and you. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I should be like, you know, hey everybody, I'm talking to the news reporter on the left. Do you know what I mean? Like, so as far as media and social media, that's why I'm not on there as actively as I should be.
So 15 months away, was it nice being out of the spotlight a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, like spotlight. Like I love what I do, man. I love the people that I train with. I love the rush of preparing for an opponent and being backstage and being like, oh shit, like I'm about to get into a fist fight and I'm fighting the best guys in the world and everybody's watching. Like I like that. But I come up from the old school. You know, I come up from, you know, before there's like, again, social media and guys like GSP like were around and stuff. And there was no like being in the sport to be doing this, like talking to you guys and being like able to, you know, have people follow me on Twitter and like my stuff. Like it wasn't like that for me. And I get it's part of the sport. So I do it when I feel like it, but you know, being away from the sport, that part was cool. Yeah.
I know during your layoff, you spent some time at Tristar. I know late last year. How was that experience, and how do you feel like that helped you in this fight?
I love Tristar, man. I got a very good vibe there. I think Faraz, man, is one of the best coaches in the world as far as like a head coach. I wish I could like duplicate him and like take him where I'm going. You know, I was actually doing my training camp at Tristar. And a good friend of mine, one of my big brothers, man, he hit me up, Jeremy Stevens, and was like, hey, I'm going to do my own thing. I got this coach, X, Y, Z going on. Come out here, come check it out. And this was probably 3 months ago, right? So I was like, done, dude. I was like, I'll get a ticket tonight and like come out there. And like I was staying in Michigan, picked up, flew to San Diego again, back where I used to live, you know. And stayed with Jeremy for a week, and I loved it, man. We tore it up. We went training. We went and did wrestling, pad work. I was working again with Tony Palafox on my striking, Daryl Christensen on wrestling. I was working jiu-jitsu at Atos, and I was like, dude, I was like, man, I'm gonna be fighting soon. I was like, can I just come back out here and stay? And he was like, yeah, dude, let's do it. So we trained. He's fighting next weekend in Kansas City. So me and him trained basically head to head for this fight. And I talked to Faraz, man. I was like, dude, I really love your gym. It just felt like it was the right way to go when I went back to San Diego. I felt like there was nothing like logical about it. I was just like, this feels right. So.
Is there any plans to go back in the future to Tristar?
Yeah, I would love to, man. Like I talked to Faraz about it. He said, hey, anytime, man, you want to come down and stuff like that. So I just got to contact him, but I would love to drop in, you know, whatever I can do for him, like help train with him or his guys and vice versa, his knowledge and all that. Like, I think, again, Faraz is awesome. Jeremy, the guy who runs the Tristar dorms, is very cool. So everybody there, I got a good vibe, like a really good vibe there. Yeah.
You have a lot of first-round finishes. They noted coming in that Mike had the shortest fight time in featherweight history. Did you expect the fight to really unfold that way, or kind of the stoppage early?
You know, like going in, like I knew, like technically I was better than Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like grappling, striking, technically on the feet. But Mike, again, dude, like he's a spirit fighter. You know, like he's one of those guys that like he can take a beat down. He's gonna keep coming, and he's not technically like very savvy, but he's tough. And he likes to trade a lot, man. He likes to throw hands, a lot of like heavy strikes and stuff. So I knew, you know, I want to get takedown. That's eventually where I wanted to go, but it just depended on, you know, how I felt him, and I felt like as soon as I got like the first 30 seconds, I could feel like, you know, like he was loading up. So I was just like, all right, you know, if he was sitting back trying to be like more lighter on his feet and throw speed, then I would have to like throw more combinations and get him to open up more. But I could already feel he was like trying to take my head off. So that's why I was just like, boop, took him down.
How was it competing at featherweight? Your second fight at 145. You made a note of it on the broadcast. How was the weight cut and how'd you feel at featherweight?
I'll tell you what, this time I didn't do a damn hot bath for my last two days for the weight cut.
Yeah.
I did that against Cerrone and I did that against Oliveira, man, and it fucked me up. And I'm not making excuses, like those guys, it was they're better, they're nice, but I woke up the day of the fight, like I got a jacuzzi, dude. I was like, I mean, I want to go lay on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't, like I get a warm up in and I would just be like, man, like I just got no pop in my step or anything like that. So this cut, the 45, I did sauna the last day and a half. I was with Lockhart the whole fight, eight weeks out. I kept my weight chill. Like I'm naturally a skinnier guy. Like I don't have like big muscles. I'm taller, but when I get down to 6%, 7% body fat, I'm like 162, 163. So I mean, I diet down and I cut the usual weight that I did when I was at 55. So, I mean, a weight cut sucks, but it wasn't anything like, oh man, I had to go, to the hospital and I'm all messed up or anything. No.
You've had 15 months off now, and you've also had a really quick victory tonight. Do you plan to get back in soon, or what's the turnaround time?
I don't know, man. I kind of, I'm at a point in my career, I'm going to do what I feel like, man. I'm going to say what I feel like. I'm going to do what I feel like. And honestly, right now, I don't know. Maybe I'll go home and I'll spend a couple of days and I'll get the itch and I'll be blowing up Sean like, hey man, let's go ASAP, or maybe I'll just be like, hey, I'm gonna be going back out to San Diego, I'm gonna go train and just give me a good heads up. What are you thinking? Type stuff.
Anyone in mind if you come back?
Anybody? Or honestly, I gotta look at the division, man. I really 45. I don't know. I obviously know the top 5 guys, but I don't know. We'll see.
Curious about your initial comment. Is this like a personal struggle that you have? On the one hand, the more popular you are, the more money you can make, the more secure you are, the more comfortable you are. On the other hand, you don't want to do it. So is this something that an athlete like you deals with? Like, gosh, I don't want to do this, but I have to talk a little bit, but I don't want to talk. Because I know leading up to this fight, you kind of were,
low key.
Incognito, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah, man, that's actually a good question. I think you said it right there. With this sport, right? What makes us different than WWE and other stuff is I feel like when I watch somebody, I feel like I want to see them. I don't want to be like, hey, I see Ariel on TV and Ariel's this outspoken guy and brash, and then I see you in real life and you're quiet and you're humble. It's why, that, to me, that's just pretending. So I feel like in this sport, it evolves, right? So there was a day where, Randy Couture and GSP, where those guys, there was Frank Triggs and stuff, and nobody liked those dudes. Those guys were douchebags, back then. But it's nowadays, it's the guys, if you're not out there, if I'm not on Twitter calling Mikey a chump and calling out Connor and all these dudes, you kind of get passed up on, and it's kind of weird with the UFC because they're kind of hey, you go out there and build your brand, but you see what Connor's doing, you see what this guy's doing, but don't say this, don't say that, don't step out of line here. Yeah, it's just I'd rather just be me, man. And if that means that I'm not going to get as much likes on Twitter, if that means that people are going to talk shit because I'm not out here breaking down my opponent and have to make it seem like I hate this guy and I want everything in his life to go to shit and all this, then so be it. I'd rather just be myself. I'm confident. I feel like I'm pretty witty sometimes with some jokes, but I open up around people that I know more, and it takes a little bit of time, for me to really open up because I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you want to say I don't got trust issues or anything. I just feel I just, again, I have a select group of people that I open up with, and going back to something I told you, that's the same reason why I'm not out here everybody talk to me on Twitter or hey guys, I want you to interview me right now, because it's I don't really care, dude. I got my girl, I got my team, I got I'm good, dude. I got God, I'm good. So it's I'll talk to you guys, but it definitely isn't if you don't want to talk to me, I ain't gonna lose sleep over it. You know what I'm saying?
Michigan, there's rumblings that the UFC is going to do a card in Detroit. Is that sort of the dream scenario for you to fight in your home state of Michigan?
Come on, man.
Well,
What do you think?
some
What do you
people don't
think?
like
Yeah,
playing
hell yeah,
hockey.
man. Like, come to Michigan. That would be awesome. Let me know. That would be sweet. I mean, Michigan's always my roots, and no matter where I go, man, that's that's my home. Like, that's where my girl, my son's staying right now. My family. It's always gonna be home, Michigan. So yeah.
Tons of people that are going to want to interview you ahead of that.
Ha.
You're a hometown guy.
Yeah, right? I'll tell you one thing, though, in this sport. One thing that I learned, and I was talking to my boy Jeremy, it's like after this last 2 years and losses and, traveling and all these different changes and stuff, man, like I remember I was sitting in Tristar dorms and I was just like, I was like waiting to see when my next fight's going to be. And I was, I just moved back home from Michigan. It didn't really work out when I was in Arizona. And I was after leaving San Diego and all this shit, man. And I was just like laying in the Tristar dorms, dude, and I was just like, I don't know when I'm fighting. I'm on a 2-fight loss streak right now. I don't even know if I'm gonna stay at Tristar to train. I was just like, what the fuck went wrong, I was just like, what happened? And I remember texting Jeremy, and he was just like, hey man, what's up? And I was like, dude, one thing that I've learned, man, in this sport is like, it doesn't matter about a coach, it doesn't matter about teammates, it doesn't matter about where you're at or anything. It matters about you, what you want, where your head's at, and I was just like, and B, man, is that I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna get better, and that's it. And he was texting me back. He was just like, dude, 100%, man. And I bring up Jeremy a lot because the dude's got 26 fights in the UFC, man, and he's been always a big brother to me, and he's a wealth of knowledge. And whatever I've went through, and especially in this sport, he's went through 3, 4, 5 times, dude. And one thing I love about this sport, but one thing I also hate, is you're only as good as a win or a loss, right? So if I lost right now, you guys would be talking to Mikey right now, and my ass would be back fucking crying in the back. I wouldn't be crying, but I would be sad, right? Nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody really cares, man. That's the truth, and nobody wants to hear about that. So we're winning tonight, so we'll forget about that. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the truth. That's the harsh reality about this sport.
Since the last time you fought, there's been a lot of changes. New weight cutting rules, new fighting rules, new owners, everything.
Yeah.
Does this fight week feel the same as any other fight week? How do you feel just being back compared to 2015?
Yeah, this fight week kind of feels the same. Like, sit around and wait. That's like what I say. It's like you just sit around and try and keep your mind off stuff. And I like the new weigh-in rules, the early weigh-ins. That was awesome. So so far they have the same system. I haven't talked to the owners or anything like that or met any of those guys, but the same system is in place, so it feels the same. Oliveira about to choke out Brooks, dude.
You want to commentate this?
That fucker's a monkey, man. Did he? I seen him yesterday. That's tight. Is he out?
Thank you, Myles.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah.